Our next question comes from La Jornada in Mexico. We have Antonio Eras on the line. Antonio, can you hear us?
Sí, buenos días. Soy Antonio Era, le saludo desde México, el periódico La Jornada y Lindero Norte, plataforma digital. Ante la situación económica y social que vivimos en el mundo, que vive el mundo, ¿cuál es el reto de la Iglesia y qué es lo que hará? Gracias.
Gracias. So his question in English is, in these times of social and economic crisis in Mexico and other areas of the world, what are the main challenges that the church is facing, and what are your plans to overcome them?
Gracias, Antonio. You know, we have a special love for the people of Mexico, as we do for the people everywhere. And our hearts go out to the victims of natural disasters like we've had in Mexico, an earthquake, and in other parts of the world, hurricanes and tornadoes and floods. That's going to be a fact of life. We have to live with danger around us. Now, how do you do that? I think the most important thing is to prepare our people with faith in God and the knowledge that He has a plan for us. And that plan will immunize us from a lot of the social apathy and challenges that could be avoided. And that one day, at the end of our mortal sojourn, we can have that glorious privilege of being reunited with God and with His beloved Son and with our families.
May I just add that because of Mexico's proximity to the United States and because of missionary service and many in our leadership who speak Spanish, we have scores of leaders of the church, men and women, who have been in Mexico. We know the people there, we know the leaders there, and some of us even have a special family relationship to Mexico.
Yes, my father was born a Mexican citizen. And so for me, there's a feeling of love for those people, but I think also for across the world. We think of the people facing the difficulties that are being referred to here, and
no country's immune.
No country's immune, and we have a love for them by many connections with all of them.
Indeed, in terms of natural disasters and challenges, I think of the Philippines, where we have about 700,000 members and where my wife Kristen and I were privileged to live for 2 years. And I think the Philippines has every natural disaster known to man.
They've got a volcano erupting in Legazpi right now while we talk.
Well, all of this underlines the point that our concerns reach out to the people of the world, and particularly to our own members for whom we have a special responsibility.
But I think also we've seen in the difficulties in the Caribbean, we've seen them across the world. One of the things that we do is we have Latter-day Saints who love their neighbors.
Oh, it's a marvel.
When you go, as I've gone, into these situations where you see people total strangers going hundreds of miles because they hear there's some people in difficulty. We can't solve all the problems, but we are trying with all our hearts to build faith in people and a desire to serve that is the best we can do.
This is probably a time to speak of those yellow shirts with the words helping hands on them, which are seen all over the world.
Yes, I wore them quite a few places.
Thank you, brother.